19th of December 2022. Again, I will continue with CRZ regulations notification of 2019, and there was a pause for preparing reels because of preoccupation, and I apologize for the same. Now, in this 2019, there is a rumor across CRZ1 area and those residing in that area that government has opened up entire CRZ1 for construction. Is it true or is it a rumor? Let us see now the provisions. The CRZ regulation zone under the new 2019 notification has made certain changes, but there are no basic changes. That is, width and substance is maintained. And first one is the land area from high tide line HTL to 500 meters on the landward side along the sea front. There is an explanation for the purpose of this notification. HTL means the line on the land up to which the highest water line reaches during the spring tide, as demarcated by National Center for Sustainable Coastal Management, that is NCSCM, in accordance with the laid down procedures and made available to various coastal states and union territories. So this is notification is applicable to entire states which are on coastal lines. Now CRZ1. CRZ shall apply to the land area between HTL to 50 meters of width of the creek, which was 500 meters. Now it is 100 meters, which is now reduced to 50 meters. But whether it permits rampant construction, answer is in negative. Why? We will see. Width of the creek, whichever is less on the landward side, along with the tidal influence, water bodies that are connected to the sea and the distance up to which development along such tidal influence water bodies is to be regulated shall be governed by distance up to which the tidal effects are experienced, which shall be determined based on salinity concentration of 5 parts per thousand. Now, provided that there is a provision, provided that the CRZ limit of 50 meters width of the creek, the provision says that the CRZ limit of 50 meters or width of the creek, whichever is less, shall be subject to revision and final approval of the respective coastal regulation management committees. I mean the authorities. That is the any of the state CRZ authority. Now, it is not that it is opened up and you can put up the plan, because there is no benefit of additional FSI in this area. And if you have money and the building is really old, you can go for self redevelopment unless you have any additional additional FSI on your plot of land. So now moving further. Moving further, as per this notification framed with the due consultative process, public hearing, etc., and environmental safeguards enlisted therein, and till such time the CZMP to this notification is approved, the limit of 100 meter or width of the creek, whichever is less, shall continue to apply. Now, it is not that it is lifted, it still continues. It still continues till the CZMP approves this notification. Let us see whether Maharashtra has approved this notification or not. We will see at the end. The intertidal zone means land area between the HTL and the low tide area. the water and the bed area between LTL to the territorial water limit, that is 12 nautical miles in case of sea, the water and the bed area between LTL at the bank to the LTL on the opposite side of the bank of the tidal influenced water bodies. It further says that the land area from high tide line to 500 meters on the landward side along the sea front. Explanation is given is, for the purpose of this notification, HTL means the line on the land up to which the highest water line reaches during the spring tide as demarcated by National Center for Sustainable Coastal Management in accordance with the laid down procedures and principles available to various coastal states and union territories. Now, what is the time period provided in the notification for demarcation of HTL? Demarcation of high tide line and low tide line as carried out by NCSCM for the entire coastline of the country has been made available to the coastal states or union territories, and only such demarcation of the HTL and LTL shall be applicable for all purposes of this notification, that is given under annexure 4 of this notification. Now let us see. Now CRZ1 is there is a split in CRZ1 and CRZ1B. So now what we will see, what is the difference between CRZ1 and CRZ1B. CRZ1A is applicable and it constitutes the following ecological sensitive area. Now, which is that area under CRZ1? Corals and coral reefs, sand dunes, biological affective mudflats, national park, marine park, sanctuaries, reserve forests, wildlife habitats, and other protected areas under the provisions of Wildlife Act, Forest Act, Environment Act, including biosphere reserve, salt marshes, turtle nesting ground, horseshoes, crabs, seagrass beds, nesting grounds of birds, areas or structures of archaeological importance and heritage sites. Detailed environment management plans shall be formulated by the states and union territories for such ecological sensitive areas in respective territories as mapped out by National Center for Sustainable Coastal Management, Chennai, based on the guidelines as contained in Annexure 1 to the notification and integrated with CZMP. CRZ1B is intertidal zone, that is the area between low tide line and high tide line shall constitute CRZ1B.